Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far throughout 2023, many unexplainable UFO sightings and alien encounters have occurred. But today we're taking a look at possibly the most convincing evidence of all time. What was shown at Mexico's UFO court hearing on September 13th, 2023 might actually prove that aliens exist. Evidence ranges from aliens caught on camera, UFOs caught on camera, and even supposed alien corpses. So grab your special Maximum Fear coffee mug and your beverage of choice and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the most disturbing alien encounters of 2023. Okay, so this video is a little shorter than usual, but I decided I needed to make a video on this topic because it's trending and it's going viral right now, and I figured I need to share it to you guys in case you didn't hear about it. Long story short, two supposed alien corpses were presented to Mexico's Congress at their recent UFO hearing. But before we get into that, you must know the background information. So if you haven't heard, there has been a court hearing in Mexico. Mexico's first ever court hearing on UFOs and extraterrestrials. And you may remember a couple months ago, the United States actually had a UFO hearing as well. Pretty much this hearing was taken on by three former military officials who spoke up and told Congress that they think the government is hiding a lot of information about UFOs from the public. So as a result, a House Oversight Subcommittee held a hearing on UFOs. The three military officials offered some pretty convincing evidence, the following video being one of the most memorable moments.
If you believe we have crashed craft, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
This is the moment that David Grush, a former US intelligence official, talks about how non-human biologics were found at a crash site. It was a supposed UFO crash site, but he wasn't able to disclose certain details, making it even more of a mystery. As a result of this hearing, the US Pentagon agreed to release all of their classified UFO sightings on their new website. So much more UFO videos are about to be released. However, much more compelling evidence was offered from this US hearing, but nowhere near as compelling as what came from Mexico's hearing. In Mexico's hearings, which took place on September 13th, 2023, scientists presented two mummified corpses of supposed ancient extraterrestrial beings. Presented by scientist and ufologist James Mawson, here is some of the footage of the corpses being presented in the hearing. These two corpses were discovered in Cusco, Peru in 2017. Mawson testified under oath that these mummified beings, quote, are not part of our terrestrial evolution, with almost a third of their DNA remaining unknown, end quote. He states that they aren't beings that were found after a UFO crash, rather they were actually found in a diatom mine, and they were later fossilized. He told government officials that these bodies were thoroughly examined and analyzed. They were studied by scientists at the Autonomous National University of Mexico. They were successfully able to gather DNA and test it using radiocarbon dating. Radiocarbon dating allows us to date organic material up to approximately 50,000 years old. It's determined by certain chemical reaction the body gives off post-death. So, DNA samples were collected and analyzed, but according to Mr. Mawson, it was ultimately determined that over 30% of the specimen's DNA was unknown. And there was also eggs found inside of these bodies, which obviously humans do not lay eggs, so if this is the truth and there really were eggs found inside these bodies, then that would rule out the possibility of them being human. However, some are skeptical because James Mawson himself was involved in another similar claim before, which was eventually debunked. In 2015, he discovered what he thought were the remains of an extraterrestrial creature. However, after going through testing, it was determined that the mummy was actually just a child with a head deformity. But could these ones here be different? I mean, they do look really alien-like and supposedly have gone through testing to prove they are extraterrestrials. And also, before the presentation of these alien remains, Mawson showed members of the Mexican government and the US government multiple videos. These videos contain well-documented and proven sites of UFOs and UAPs. UAP stands for Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena. Another interesting fact is that some of the witnesses from the US hearing also attended Mexico's hearing. A man named Abraham Avi Loeb, a Harvard professor, asked if scientists could conduct further tests on the mummies to really make sure they're real. So it looks like further research will be conducted, but if the claims are revealed to be true, this has to be some of the most convincing evidence of aliens ever. Now, I personally find this topic really interesting, and am interested to see what comes of it. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Taking a look at some more compelling evidence taken by a government helicopter camera. It occurred in Arizona on November 6, 2018, but it was just recently released. An attack helicopter belonging to the US Army, AH-US-64 Apache attack helicopter to be exact, was preparing for takeoff. As this was happening, they looked up into the sky and saw this. It was perfectly captured by the helicopter thermal camera. 3 circular-looking objects are seen moving in a strange pattern. They begin circling around each other before ultimately disappearing from the view completely. According to history, an investigator named Andy Martial received the video clip from an undocumented secret source from the Department of Homeland Security. He then shared it with the world, and this is what he had to say.
Maneuver that was captured where they kind of went around each other. It's just nothing I know that can pull some kind of maneuver like that off in mid-flight. That's the mystery.
This video was then reviewed and investigated by scientific experts. They took an extensive look at the footage and analyzed it thoroughly, and after performing many tests on the specific unidentified flying objects moving around in the footage, it was confirmed that when the objects begin rotating around each other, this was actually an impossible maneuver. The speed and overall quickness of the maneuvers have never been seen by humans before, and would be physically impossible to recreate here on Earth. It's unlike anything any experts have seen, leaving them puzzled. How could something from Earth move in impossible ways? Does that mean that they were extraterrestrial life forms or spacecrafts from another planet? Once again, this leaves us with lots of unanswered questions. Questions that will likely never be answered. Now, I know I've already shown this clip in my recent videos, but I felt like it's a perfect fit for this video. And I feel like I had to show it again. If you've already seen it before, that's okay, and you can skip past it, but here it is anyway, and here is the story as well. Now, this is some of the most convincing footage of the entire video because it was literally released by the Pentagon. If you don't know, the Pentagon is the headquarters building of the United States Department of Defense. It's located in Arlington County, Virginia. Basically, what the Department of Defense does is keep the country safe by providing military forces needed for war and overall trying to keep the country secure. But just the other day, the Pentagon themselves would release some absolutely unexplainable footage. An unidentified flying object was spotted and filmed by multiple different watch cameras. Check it out. According to the text, it was taken on January 15th, 2023. As we look at all the different cameras this UFO was captured on, the evidence becomes even more compelling. What the heck could it be? Experts are completely puzzled by the footage, saying that the only explanation is that it was a UFO. Some speculate it's an alien spacecraft. UFO and alien encounters have been popping up like crazy recently, adding more credibility to this theory. Could another planet have finally created the technology necessary to make it to our planet? And are we under attack? However, many speculate it could be some sort of flying device from another country used to spy on our country. Kind of like that Chinese spy balloon that got shot down recently by the US government, but sources say that they've never really seen an object that looks like this before. It's unique and seems to be not from this world. Definitely lots of unanswered questions with this one. I will keep you all updated if more information is released. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these types of videos. And if you want to get to know me more, or you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear. Also, if you haven't seen, my merchandise is out now. The link will be right up there, so you can go ahead and click it and check out my site. It features some amazing and simple clothing, perfect for the Halloween season. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 4% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.